Okay, this is the 7th grade Superstar foldable. I'm going to skip some pages. We talked about all of this in class. We're going to skip this page for Wednesday. And so we're going to jump over here to the proportion page. Proportional reasoning. Okay? And so we're going to really quickly go over the proportions that we are used to. Okay? So we're going, there's always the percent proportion that we always know, which is percent over 100, part over whole. Our keyword is over of. Okay? There's that proportion. There's also part over whole equals part over whole. This is just the comparison. This is the WKU. Remember, this stands for words, what's known, and what is unknown. What's unknown. Okay? And that's just a straight proportion. This is the percent proportion. We use this a whole lot with tax, with interest, with quite a few things. And this is just chock full of everything. You use this all the time. Okay, so Davis finds oranges on sale. So, first we have to make sure we're comparing. What are we comparing? Are these things the same? It is talking about oranges to money, so we know we're probably going to have to use a proportion. And if you'll look, they're in the same sentence, and there's 3 numbers. Okay? So, and he wants to see how many he can buy for $3.50. So, I'm going to flip to the back here. This is going to be a WKU. The words, I'm comparing money to oranges. Okay? Notice I didn't really write words, I just, okay? Then what I know, 5 oranges cost $1. What I know here is that I have $3.50, and I want to know how many oranges I can buy. So, there's my proportion. So I would go 5 times $3.50 divided by 1. 5 times $3.50, and I get 17.5. Okay, so x equals 17.5. Can I buy a half an orange? No, you should say. So what you have to, when you're talking about money or talking about something, you're going to round down on this one. So he could buy 17 oranges only. Okay? Because I can't buy half an orange unless they're going to chop it down for you. And we're just going to assume they're not. So this is the correct answer. But how many he actually could buy is 17. We had to round down. We had to use logic. Alright. Now let's see. Karen finds a sweater on sale for 30%. Woohoo! Big neon sign here. You're going to use the percent proportion. The original price, which is the whole. The original price is $48. How much will she spend on the sweater? So we're going to have to look for the discount and then subtract. Welcome to 7th grade. Alright, so our part, we know our percent is 30 over 100. We know the price was 48. So then we have to cross multiply, divide. So 48 times 30 divided by 100. You get $14.40. But that's not how much she's spending. That doesn't answer the question. So now I have to go, okay, we're taking off the price. That should be neon sign. You have to subtract. Okay, so you're going to have to subtract from the original price. So the original price was $48. and you're going to have to subtract your 1440. So 48 minus 1440, and your price that you're going to be paying is 36 or 33.60. That is your answer. Okay, next one. Farmer Dan has 14 chickens. 14 chickens for every 3 cows. All right, for every is your key words, okay? For every is what is going to tell you. All right, and we have 98 chickens. How many cows should he have? So I'm looking for cows because I know 48 chickens. So this is back to being a WKU. WKU. We're comparing chickens to cows. I know 14 chickens for 3 cows. I know she has 98, or he, Farmer Dan, has 98 chickens. I don't know how many cows. So now I have to multiply 98 times 3. Not done. Doesn't have 294, because then I have to divide by 14. Answer is 21 cows. Okay. Now, this next one. Hannah has a photography she needs to enlarge. The original figure is 3.5 inches wide and 4 inches in length. All right, notice they're together, so they're probably a proportion, and they're talking about the same figure. All right, what is the new width? Sorry, I'm going to do it in a different color. New width, if it's increased to 12 inches, if the length has increased. Okay, so another WKU. We're comparing length and width. Okay, so we know the length is 4 and the width is 3.5, but I don't like really writing that half, so I can just quickly divide 1 divided by 2, got 0.5, so it's 3.5. Okay, times the, what is the new width? This is the what I don't know, if the length has gone up to 12. All right, so 3.5 times 12 divided by 4. X equals 10.5 inches. All right, so those are the word problems for proportions. Now let's talk about similar figures. All right, what are the rules for similar figures? They have to have equal angles or congruent angles and proportionate sides. That's why it's on this same page, because you do have to figure out proportions to figure this out. All right, so you have to think. There's 2 things that they're missing here. On this one, we're going to first go here. We know this is an equal thing. How many degrees are inside a triangle? Okay, 180. So inside of a triangle equals 180 degrees. This little thing right here we know means 90 degrees. And they were nice enough to tell us this is already a similar figure. So I know corresponding angles are the same. So if this is 64, I know this is 64 degrees. So I know they have to add up to 180. This is, I'm trying to figure out why. So I would have to go 90 plus 64 plus y, I don't know y, equals 180. Okay, this is simply an equation now. I have to add these two together. 90 plus 90 plus 64 is 154 plus y equals 180. Alright, the opposite of add is subtract, so I'm going to have to subtract this on both sides. Y equals 26 degrees. That is the answer for y. So y equals 26 degrees. Now it's also it asks the side length. Okay, we know the sides are proportional. The angles were congruent, the sides are proportional. So I have to set up a proportion. I'm going to compare this side to this side. Okay? So what is the side that matches on this smaller triangle for this 15? Well, it would be this one right here. And then what's the one that matches the x? Well, it's this one right here. I don't even need these. They're useless to me. So, coming over here, I'm kind of running out of room. I'm going to do my green. And these are going to be my yellows. Can't see that really. But, alright, so 15 and 10 over x and 15. So now I just have to cross multiply to divide. 15 times 15 divided by 10. X equals 22.5. So that means that x equals 22.5 centimeters. Because we're talking about this side right there. Alright, that's a whole lot of stuff, and they just gave you two simple shapes. Okay? Alright. We're going to, because this video is getting kind of long, I want you to try to figure out this one. This is going to be a straight proportion. Try to figure out, based on what they give you, if you can find out what x is. Realize you're going to have to flip this figure. Okay? You can also try to figure out the scale factor. Scale factor, you're going to very simply do the original, and this is the new one. So it is going to go new over original. So 13 over 52. You have a calculator. 13 divided by 52 equals 0.25. Well, I want that in fraction. So it's 1/4 is the scale factor. Okay? Now, again, I want you to try to figure out this one. And I want you to see if you can figure out this one. We'll go over these two in class. This one is simply a proportion. This one will be a proportion with everything filled in, and you're hoping they equal each other. Okay? Alright. I will see y'all tomorrow.